The Bird Box monsters revealed. Step aside, A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding. It turns out that the Sandra Bullock horror film Bird Box was the biggest Netflix movie of this past holiday season. It seemingly spawned endless memes and internet challenges, and how else do we know that something went viral if it doesn't inspire a potentially dangerous internet challenge? The apocalyptic streaming flick creeped out many a viewer with its insanity-inducing monsters that are never actually seen in the movie, but now we're pulling off our blindfolds and getting a peek at what the monsters would have looked like. Now, if you haven't seen Bird Box because you're still rocking that blindfold, then click on out of here because we've got some spoilers coming. As we mentioned, one of the scariest things about Bird Box was that we never actually see the beings/demons/whatever is causing all of the chaos, which lets us imagine them as whatever dark and twisted, terrifying thing that might make us go crazy. My options are endless. Throughout the movie, we get indications of when the monsters are nearby, the wind starts blowing, and we start to see their shadows. And despite an info dump about who these demons are from Lil Rel's Charlie, the closest we get to actually seeing what the creatures could look like is in some gorgeous sketches by Gary. His line work and use of shadow was impeccable. But otherwise, we're left to our own imaginations to think up what these creatures could look like and what the victims are seeing. And while not showing us what the monsters actually look like was a great choice, it turns out that there was a plan to show them at one point during the movie. Thanks to an Instagram post by special effects experts SFX Atlas, we can get a good look at the monsters without having to worry about it making us walk into a burning car. Whoa, well, that is gross. It's not the scariest monster, but it's definitely weird looking and off-putting. Now, the Instagram pics show off the veiny baby-faced monster in all of its glory, with one of the photos showing it being applied to the actor whose performance sadly didn't make it into the film. So why didn't these monsters make it into the movie? Well, in an interview with Bloody Disgusting, Bird Box star Sandra Bullock describes her first encounter, and the reaction was not what you would expect. It was a green man with a horrific baby face. It was snake-like, and I was like, I don't want to see it when it first happens. Just bring it into the room. We'll shoot the scene. I turn, and he's like this, growling at me. It's making me laugh. It was just a long, fat baby. Luckily, director Susanna Bier took the hint from Sandra Bullock's laughter that it was probably best to just scrap the funny-looking monster baby. It so easily becomes funny, we actually shot that and spent a lot of energy on, but every time I saw it, I was like, this is not gonna be tense. It's just gonna be funny. So in the end, while the monster looks cool and kind of creepy, it sounds like they absolutely made the right decision not to show it. But we do think Netflix should consider releasing the long fat baby cut of Bird Box. But what do you folks think? Did you board the Bird Box hype train, or did you keep your blindfold on? Were you glad they didn't reveal the monsters in Bird Box? And are you ready for the next horror film based on the sense of taste, Hell Diner? Isn't that just a Guy Fieri? Yeah. Yes. Let's discuss. Be sure to like, subscribe, and mash that little bell to get notified when we go live with the show or drop a new video. And if today's story wasn't enough creepy for you, make sure to tune into Bizarre States each week, where Andrew Bowser and myself break down all of the weirdest and creepiest news of the week. You can watch Bizarre States live on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific on Nerdist YouTube, Geek and Sundry's Twitch and Alpha, or you can catch the podcast version for free wherever you get your podcasts.